Hey everybody, welcome back to Modded Survival. Since we last left off, I did another double in between episode live stream. As always, if you want to watch it in full, links in the description over on Captain Sparkles 2. Also, speaking of Captain Sparkles 2, another new sponsor for us is the subscribe button over on Captain Sparkles 2. We want to get to hashtag 1 million subscribers 2020 something, sometime this decade, if you're interested in supporting the cause. Check out Captain Sparkles 2. Link below. Let me show you what we did on the stream though, okay? You ready? We expanded. I built. I felt bad, okay? I know that when I built out this basement here, people were like, here he goes again, just digging underground so he doesn't have to make any architectural decisions. And I heard that, and I felt it. And I didn't want it to be that way either, so I went and did a little bit of above ground expansion so that we could try to be an architect or something like that and take after my dad, who would actually be really good at this sort of stuff. So instead of having the gallery being underground, we built this little hallway here with nice little skylights and stuff like that, which I've just noticed is off, and that's really gonna bother me. I really wish I hadn't noticed that there's a gap, there's a border on this side, and there's a... Okay, we're just not gonna pay attention to that. But anyway, look, we have all our trophies on display here. Very pretty. And then we have, it's sort of like a sunroom, a no privacy room, but it has like a nice view out to the village over in the fog over there. And initially this was all glass, but then I was like, this is a great opportunity to utilize villagers as glass, isn't it? I mean, I think it works perfectly. And we have an easy exit out to the back so we can go over to the enchantment setup. I'm realizing it might be nice to add a door here at some point, but anyway, we'll get to that when we get to that, and then we can head back in over here. And we now have stonks. It took 2 conversions, but we are good. Look at this. Okay, look at my backpack. We've kind of gotten started on the stonks a little bit here, but we can, trade for more bookshelves. We can trade back for books. And then what I can do here, which is really cool, if this is remembering that I was on bookshelves before, I guess it resets in between loading up the save. But watch, I can do this. And then we can just come on over here, bro. And then we can just build out all these bookshelves. And then one of these days, guaranteed 100% chance I'm gonna misclick and I'm gonna vein mine the entirety of my house. But I live life on the edge. So I'm gonna keep doing it inside because that's a great idea for us here. Also stonks down here, which is Omega, so we can keep getting emeralds. And have you restonked it? You haven't, but it's pretty cool. So now we can throw that stuff in there. Cycle continues. Ooh, I heard a little bit of... No, it wasn't. It was just the Fletchers seem to make the restonking sounds all the time. But I also got another villager set up selling Silk Touch. You'll notice I have a new pickaxe in my inventory. I made that because I actually want to do a little bit of decorative stuff with some of the blocks in the Eden dimension. Have an idea for the portal setup, which we'll get to, but if I want to get the grass stuff, obviously, I think I might need Silk Touch. I also might not. Okay, also, big news, everybody. Yeah, you can bone meal mushrooms. I totally forgot about that whole thing, how that's just like a vanilla Minecraft feature, and that's pretty fun times. Also, I somehow managed to just like completely ignore the part where if you want to make Eden gems, you can use Eden souls. Yeah, no idea how I just like completely laser focused in on Eden fragments and Eden fragments only, rather than this way easier recipe down below it. And so we did some farming in the episode on the live stream in order to just, get a bunch of these. So we're up to 150, something like that. So now we should be able to make a bunch of the gems to be able to spawn the bosses. So we might as well do this really quick, get a couple of Eden chunks. And, what's this? A slicer, gemmed slicers. Kind of cool. So we can spawn a couple bosses now over the altar. I also, dude, when I was on the stream and I was just finding some more of the Eden fragments. So we did find more of the Eden ores, flew around a little bit. So this is enough to be able to make 10 Eden blocks. And then hopefully we'll have some leftover Eden souls. And then the Eden hearts, again, you get from the Sunstorm, and they can drop 1 to 4. So if we get lucky with our looting, we won't need to fight 9 more Sunstorms, but we'll see. I also got this Eden Blade, which is super sick looking, and an Eden Phaser, which looks super sick, but it doesn't fire quite as quickly as the Sound of Boom, so I'm not quite as, interested in it, but we'll see. So I'm thinking, let's go ahead and, try to fight a few more of these boys. Maybe let's go in with 3 And I'm hoping that just maybe we'll get some luck with looting, and that looting is not a myth when it comes to these guys. And okay, so there we go. We'll go in with 3 of them, and we'll fly our way on over to the altar once more. I got more fireworks. I crushed up a whole bunch of... Why did I put that in my offhand? Imagine if I jumped off there. I crushed up a whole bunch more flint, and I did a little bit of harvesting on our sugarcane and stuff like that, so that we have a little bit more of a supply of firework resources and stuff. So hopefully, we won't have to worry about those too much. Oh, hey, there's one right over here. So the idea that somebody suggested in the comments on the last episode that I thought was a pretty cool idea, actually, was using some of the respective blocks from each of the dimensions in order to kind of decorate the area around the portal, right? So that's why I got some Silk Touch, so that we can pick up some of the Eden grass and maybe some of the maybe some of the leaves and maybe some of the trees and stuff like that. And we can kind of use it to decorate around the outside of each of the portals, which I'm also thinking I may change my portal location, which may come as a surprise given that I've already relocated it before, but might actually do a hallway and then utilize the current basement as more of a place to set up mechanism and machines and maybe even auto crafting. We might get into that. Okay, anyway, all right, here we go. You're gonna interrupt once more. Just can't battle the boss in peace. All right, dude, I wonder if should I live life on the edge and go for a double spawn? Oh, you can only do one at a time. I wonder if I could do another after. I can, dude. Okay, this is probably a terrible idea, but I'm gonna actually go insane here and see if I can double them up. And, okay, that hurts just a little bit. Do I have any water? I didn't bring water with me, which may have been a tiny bit of a mistake. You know what? Let's just use the Sound of Boom here real quick. See if we can lay in a little bit of distance damage. We just gotta obviously make sure that we get the final hit using looting. Don't mind the sounds, everybody. Okay, we can focus on... Frick, bro. It's just the fire. I really need to actually if I went and made fire res pots, that would be really nice, actually. Oh, you guys are getting hit by the boss? What a dummy, dude. Okay, I'm getting ranged hit by... Is that Arrow Man? Is there an Arrow Man who's trying to ranged hit me? Come on, bro. You are so frustrating. Frick. I can't even focus the bosses. I was getting recommendations during the live stream when I was just farming these dudes and getting the souls and stuff. People were like, bro, just go and make a wall around the spawn area so that... Oh my god, as soon as I drop the shield, that's when he freaking attacks me. It was just make a spawn area around, or a wall, so that you don't have to worry about the dudes, all the other mobs coming in. Seriously, dude? You guys are so obnoxious. But yeah, torches won't do anything, because obviously these guys spawn in broad daylight, so... Alright, let's just hope that we can get some looting here. You just can't leave me alone. It's kind of just a test right here, Oh, don't want to do another. I'm good enough with both of these. Oh, yeah, get rejected, bro. Oh, frick. Hold on. That's our other one. That's our higher health man's. Just watch the health tick down slowly. Don't really want to be getting shot by both unless we can get a... Yeah, dude, if we could get fire res pots, we'd be actually pretty good. But this is, actually... Ooh, there we go. How many hearts? Ooh, 3 hearts. Okay, that's kind of huge. That is kind of huge right there. And kind of Omega experience, bro. Kind of Omega experience. You are annoying. Leave me be. As long as we don't anger the little bunnies, we'll be good. All right, we're laying into them. Let's go. Come on, give me some sick looting. That's what I want to see. Sick looting. What have we got? Bro, 8? Oh, we're gonna be there. We're gonna be 100%. We just got really unlucky on the first one of these. This is Omega, dude. One more and then we're there. Also, oh my god, look at these levels. I'm gonna tome it up after this. Okay, you know what? Yeah, let's just rock and roll this, and then I'm gonna collect some of the blocks from here. Use them as the decoration around the portal. Okay, this has gone a lot quicker than I thought. But rupee armor is the way, and then the amount of experience that these guys drop afterwards, right? If I could time like how often he fires, because it seems like he gives a little bit of a. Okay, I gotta heal really quick. Seems like there's a bit of a break in between the flaming shots that you can kind of time out. You know, wait for it, and then you get like a few here, kind of oh shoot, then you can kind of time it. You gotta stop. And freaking done. Oh, you had to throw that last hit in there. There we go, dude. 14! Oh my god. Also, what is a teleportation star? Is that what I think it is? Ooh, give me the levels over here. Is it just sneak right click to set a teleportation position? Ooh, okay, hold on. Let me yoink some of the blocks here so that I can use them back home. Eden stairs, Eden planks. I guess all this stuff is probably mostly like usable or makeable from the Eden wood and stuff like that. But sorry to disassemble this whole thing. I'm sure it's sacred to you guys, but I'm gonna use it for good uses back at. Leave me alone. Oh god, I'm gonna hit the rabbit. I'm gonna hit the rabbit, bro. Oh my god, I'm being just absolutely assaulted here. Thank goodness these guys didn't just appear in the middle of the boss fight. Good lord. Let me heal up the Sound of Doom. Thank goodness for mending, bro. Mending has just made a world of difference when it comes to this versus when we played it way back in the day. Just a huge difference. I feel like these blocks are kind of cool. Maybe we'll get a little bit more wood, a little bit more of the leaves, and like all together. That'll be like, this is probably more than enough in order to make kind of a little bit of scenery around the portal. Maybe a little bit more Eden logs or something like that. We'll kind of make like a faux tree of sorts. Okay, dude, there we go. Sick. I know I had my waystone set up over here. I don't know if I even need it anymore. I think I could probably, well, that's fine. I don't think, now that we have lots of emeralds, we have means of getting red and blue dyes pretty quickly. Probably don't have to conserve too much. What the frick? Was not expecting you, okay. There we go, sleep it off. And then, I mean, we could straight up right now make the next portal blocks that we need. All right, that was not nearly as bad as I thought. Like, people were saying, oh, it's going to be really tedious. It's all like tied into mining in order to be able to get from dimension to dimension. But I don't know, that was pretty good, pretty straightforward. Oh, I should have tried out using the Eden Blade. So the Eden Blade does more damage, even without sharpness, but it doesn't have the attack speed. So I think the DPS is still slightly higher on the Scorching Sword, but the Eden Blade looks way cooler. Does it even have a crafting recipe? Oh yeah, just Eden chunks. That's actually pretty easy. Wait, what about this stuff? Ooh. What is the Dura? 15,000 uses. I think our rupee one is still actually better, but this one looks pretty cool, to be fair. And we probably can make more Eden chunks. I don't know, it's a fallback if we ever need it. But anyway, okay, how many of these can we make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's the Wildwood portal, which always seems weird. It's like you're making the Wildwood portal out of Eden blocks. You think you'd go to like the Eden dimension out of Eden blocks, but it just do be that way. For now though, let me put that in. I don't want to construct our little portal surround yet because like I said, I think we're gonna relocate the portal area. What if I did this? Okay, sneak right click, and then I went down here. It's kind of cool. That's kind of nifty. It only has 64 uses remaining. I wonder if you can put mending on it. You think it's enchantable? We should try this because guess who has extremely cheap mending? That's right, me. I do. Let's see. Oh, also, bro, we need to 100% use a few tomes because we are very, very high in our levels. Oop, don't want you. Yo, let's check this out. Okay. 41, 34, 19. We are so efficient, even though now we're basically working with villagers. You know what the best part is about the villagers too? When you put them in here and you have a brand new librarian, you have the arrow and you can just cycle the trades. You don't have to take them out and put them back in. It's awesome. I think that applies to any of them, really. Does this work? Whew, it kind of did do be that way. Can you, I wonder, like, can you reset the position? Ah, you can't. Well, I'm glad that I set a good initial starting position then. Does it work from anywhere, I wonder? Bro, if it literally works anywhere to get back home, I don't even have to worry about, like, obviously we have the warp stone, yes, but it's like an alternative, maybe. that I can put in there and then just mend whenever I want to, which is kind of cool. Okay, so I actually kind of want to pull a zine here and build a basic auto crafting setup. For those of you who watch the streams, you may know what I'm talking about. So with refined storage, it's definitely easier than applied energistics, and we just need to make a couple things. I think I might also be misremembering. That's very possible. I think we just need the pattern grid and we need the crafter, and then we should, in theory, be able to make this happen. And then we don't have automatic resource generation here, but it will still make it easier to do stuff. If I really wanted to be efficient about it, I'd like tie it into the smelting factory and stuff, but that will be a problem for future me to deal with. I may need to go mine some more quartz as well. In fact, let me do that because I know we're running a little bit low. As somebody probably just said, I literally just saw massive amounts of quartz inside of your refined storage system just now when you had the menu open. It was one of your top resources, but we'll go through it pretty quickly, I think, because it's like 3 quartz to 1 iron in order to make the quartz there. So it's fine. Just let me, God dang stupid idiot, frick. Sorry, I'm very upset with this. I wonder actually, do we think this thing works in between dimensions? Because honestly, if this thing works in between dimensions, that's kind of Omega and pretty awesome. And I'm going to use it all the time, actually, because then it skips a step with us having to like go through multiple portals and stuff like that. Any just easy quartz around here? Of course there is. Oh, dude, thank you to the Phalines for helping out with that. Beautiful. We don't want the silk touch for this. Give me that. I mean, let's be honest. It's going to be easy to stock up on this anyway, it looks like here. And then I get to test. Oh, we're already over a stack. Let's go, dude. I'll get to test if this teleportation star works. And that would be Omega. By the way, while we're here, if you've watched this far, you should totally check out another one of our sponsors, the like button, and give it a click down below the video. You know, it's pretty cool stuff. Help us get to our target goal of, what is this, episode 9? 9 likes. Ambitious, I know, but I think together we can achieve it because we're powerful as a community. All right, one last dangerous quartz mine, and a couple stacks will hold us over for a bit. Okay, so the main reason to come here, let's see, does it work? Oh my God, it works through dimensions? Okay, this is an absolutely sick item, and I bet you that unbreaking also works on it if we were able to apply mending. So, yeah, don't mind me, just Jardon Cheeserson here to the rescue to ensure that we're able to get as much use out of this thing as humanly possible, and that we don't have to use mending quite as much. There we go. Okay, here, let's check. 62 uses. 62 uses. Yeah, this is pretty cool. This is pretty awesome. I don't actually need to set down temporary waystones then in places next to the portal. I can actually grab the portal waystones and just have bonus waystones now that I can place kind of wherever I want to. Huge. We love it. Oh yeah, also in the live stream, I did expand our storage a little bit. We got a couple 16K drives. So that would be another thing made much easier if we had auto crafting. So kind of another reason to do it. So, oh, I got it inverted. It's 1 nether quartz. Whatever. It's fine. Let's just make a bunch of these things. I think I have more iron ore as well. You guys want to hear some noises? Let's hear some noises, dude. It's been feeling a little bit quiet in here. But another thing I would be able to get is upgrades, auto crafting and stuff like that. Again, as long as I have the resources for them. So I just feel like, let's do this. The question is not, will it blend? The question is, will it mend? Yes, it will. 64 uses. Let's go. So I wasted some quartz in here before I realized that this, in the smelting factory, is not the right thing. So the furnace, good. Smelting factory, wrong. Does that allow you to, I don't know if that lets you change the recipes, but yeah, silicon there. Cool, we got some quartz glass. Awesome. That's just what I wanted. All right, that's a crafter. And just a little bit more, and then we'll have the grid, or the pattern grid. And pattern grid. Okay, auto crafting, let's go. So the way that this works. Here I go, getting to try to explain being big smart is that... Can I just like plop these around here in an elegant fashion? I really should just put these down below and start expanding into the basement. I don't need the interface. I made the interface hoping that I would be able to use it in order to be able to tie the building gadget directly into the system of refined storage, so I wouldn't need to have blocks in my inventory in order to do building. It didn't work. Apparently it can work. There is like other mod packs where it does work, but not here. I just put down the wrong block. I'm good at other things, as Zine would say. Okay, so there we go. We're linked up again. Now, all right. Let's see if I remember this properly. It looks like this thing, it may need to be expanded as we go, but all right, so I have a pattern. Let's say that there is, and this is super redundant if any of you watch the live streams or you're very familiar, but just so we're starting from the basics, let's say that there is something that I need to commonly make here, like the raw advanced processor. So I do this, and I bring it in here, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna save that pattern. Great, now I'm gonna put that into here, and now, if I search for the advanced processor, and I take all these out, it should say craft. I can click craft, select how many I want, hit start, and it'll say, oh, I'm missing a silicon, which is great. Well, don't worry, I can supply a silicon, start her up, and there we go. Now I have an advanced processor that I just auto-crafted, which is so cool. You can get a little bit more complex, and then you can tap crafters into like the furnaces or the smelting factories so that, oh, I might not have actually had the silicon on hand, but I have the quartz, the raw material, so I could then save the quartz going to the silicon recipe, tap it into there, do export and imports on the system. That might be a problem for live stream Jardon, potentially, but hey, we got the real basic stuff here. It also works better when you like auto resource generation and stuff like that, because then it'll just, you have just limitless resources of the basic raw materials. We don't really have that here, nor do we have a mechanism to do that, but we do have mechanism. See what I did there? And anyway, it's a starting point, but yeah, it can be like kind of tedious work that takes a while to get fully set up. Okay, so not to like do all of the building stuff in the live streams, I'm thinking I'm gonna make another hallway underground over here, kind of centered at this area, turn this into an elevator, and make it like a portal hallway. All right? And then, like I said, we'll use this existing basement over here with its glorious misaligned lantern, which I'm just leaving it for you guys, just to look at. Just look at it. Just look at its beauty. It's truly a mark of a beautiful basement, and we get to keep it that way. So I'll use this for maybe like technical stuff, and instead we'll bring the portals over there, because I do think that the portals, they'll probably look a little bit better in a hallway environment. So we'll need a couple more elevators. I should probably kind of continue to do the sheep stuff. Also, I could snag the elevator from underground just because we're not with a double underground elevator, the second layer of the basement. See, I really did feel bad. I was like, oh God, I'm going to really go 2 layers deep in the basement here, and people are going to be really sad about this after I was like, hey, I'm going to try to do nice building this time, and then, oh, look at me doing double layers of underground basement, and I felt bad. So I that's why I did this stuff in the last stream. I do think I can also I'll bring the portal, the nether portal, and the Icica portal underground as well. Since we're at it, I think that could be pretty cool. You guys want to give me some more wool? We need all the elevators that we can get, but also hopefully not. I saw one person recommending building a cloud over my house and like putting an elevator up to that and making some sort of like cloud room, which actually kind of an interesting idea, to be totally fair to that person. So, all right, nothing like putting my bed directly next to an elevator, right? All right, here we go. Nice and dark. Okay, make it birch colored. And we'll want to bring it down a little bit once again so we don't run into any, problems with our vein mine and stuff like that, but that's probably good. And then I'm thinking, right, like let's just bring this thing. We'll kind of, okay, we want the elevator to be above the ground. And then this is going to be just more of like a hallway, and maybe I want to widen it just like a little bit for the sake of, being able to put down, okay, is that good? It's pretty, yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm thinking like 2 blocks on either side, right? 2 blocks on either side, and then the portals in the wall. And then we can kind of have like the blocks leaking out of them in a cool sort of design type thing. And it'll be pretty. And if I can keep my vein mining consistent here, then it'll be super duper omega epic. I may have gone a little bit further than actually necessary here, so I might not go all the way to the end. We might not actually have enough blocks. It's really annoying that, dude, I need some more like range extenders or something for this thing. I need the infinity range boosters so that I can use this in any dimension ever. Then I don't have to worry about storage or backpacks or anything. Oh, that's actually one thing I wanted to make though, because it would free up a space in my inventory. Watch this, watch this, watch this. Huge maneuvers. There is, in fact, a crafting upgrade for the backpack. Well, eventually, if we do get the infinity range upgrade for this and we're making enough power, then it kind of nullifies the need for it. But watch, let's put this over here, and then shift click result in the backpack. That's kind of cool. Can you keep this open? I wonder if you have to open it every time. Oh, you can keep it open. Dude, that's epic. Okay, so now I can literally just hit enter. And what is this sound, bro? There's a weird sound going on out here. Is there something weird in my basement? Oh, hey, bud. How's it going? Good? Sorry that you're trapped in here. Any of you ever had a bird trapped in your house before? I've often thought about that because sometimes I'll leave the sliding doors open to do a workout at home. And I'm like, what if a bird flew in? Right on, anyway. So, okay, let's figure out the way that we're going to decorate this area down here. So what I'm thinking actually is I'm thinking of doing kind of like we did over here. I'm thinking of doing just a strip of the cherry log down the center, and then I'm thinking of going like more just of the reddish theme with less of the birch down here, because I think it looks a little bit more like dark and dim and kind of like sinister, you know? So watch, here's what I'm thinking. If I don't know if I can do this here. It may not work. Oh, it is working. Okay, I'm thinking of like this, kind of. Okay, this is like a thing down the middle, and then on either side of that, we do like the cherry planks, slabs, but just to save resources. And then and then we'll have kind of the portals into the wall. So I guess it needs to be 2 blocks wide. This is my builder arc, guys. This is my builder arc. This is where I am become Hermitcraft. All right, look at this. I'm become Hermitcraft with shortcuts because I have builders once, but yeah, it has a nice little accent there, right? Nice little accent. I could even mirror that on the top, maybe. Like, what should I do on the roof? Should the roof be more open, or should I just do a mirror of it? But in any case, or I could have the walls be the birch or something like that, or I could have them be something else. Oh my God, the possibilities are truly endless. Maybe I'll do this. I'll do the same on the roof. And then I'll do cypress on the walls, maybe. So let's do the roof here. Kind of like we're gonna need to open this up just a little bit. So yeah, roof here, and we wanna make sure that's like that. All right, and then we do the same thing. And then again, just like surround it by the cherry slabs. Oh, you know what I could do? Oh, I could even add a little bit of texture like that. Oh yeah, I like that, dude. I like that. It's just a little difference, but it adds a little bit of texture up there, you know? Like it's a support beam, kinda. And then we'll do the cypress on the walls, right? And then the portals, and then we have the blocks leaking out from each of the portals. Yeah, dude. See, I can do building when I want to. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, all right, we just need a little bit of cypress. It is a little bit dark down there. I think next time I end up down there, there is a chance that there is going to be some mobs. Is there? Oh, I wonder if there's a way to work in the cypress logs as well. Maybe as dividers. Maybe as dividers in between each of the portals or something like that. I mean, would it look good to do like that kind of in the center? Nah, I think we should actually still probably use I think the cherry logs would still be good. And heckmit. Everything's fine. Don't worry. Everything is good. I've never accidentally vein mined the wrong thing ever before. I know that I'm gonna end up with like a million comments from people who are like, it just doesn't. It's bad combo. It's clashing. But it kind of matches the aesthetic of above. But if anybody has some real serious problems with it, then you're free to let me know, and then maybe I'll rethink it. That's the thing about the live streams, right? Is that with live streams I can kind of get that live feedback on when I build, and people can be like, yeah, what you've just done there is terrible, and you should feel bad. And I'll be like, oh, okay, well, that's harsh, but I get it. I get it. It's actually, there's a replacing gadget too. So I could straight up, pretty sure I could just easily like fill in any blocks that I place down here with something else, as long as I've got the resources for them. So if anybody's like, what you've just done is absolutely disastrous and your Hermitcraft privileges are revoked, then totally cool. Okay, so this is kind of like a basic starting area for it, right? And then we could bring our first 3 portals down into here. And I feel like, the cypress on the walls will it'll be more of a, I don't know, it's gonna be less of a big thing once we actually get the portals in, because the portals and the blocks kind of around them will actually probably be more of what your eye is drawn to. Did I do that the right height and dimensions? So this will be portal number 1, and let's just bring the nether portal down there and see what it looks like. Hopefully folks are, you're not minding this little builder arc here in this episode. And then I think, hopefully we can just silk touch this, get the snow blocks down, and then relight them down there. Okay, so kind of going in like the order, that we entered each of the dimensions, we do like nether portal first. The main reason why I actually wanted to relocate this whole portal hallway was because I didn't want to hear the nether portal when I'm in the main area. But it gave us a cool opportunity here to use, do I still have that? Another area for these. I forgot what I click on this with. Right, yeah, the snow globe, which I think I lost in the explosions that happened with boss number 1. But that's okay. It's not too expensive. There we go. I was like, I knew it was something other than the Twilight clock, but I just couldn't place it. There we go. So, I could go into these dimensions as well. The Nether and Icica, get some of the blocks out of there, but I think the first one that we'll do probably will be the Eden, as far as, spicing it up and making it look like the portal is kind of coming into the overworld. And I don't know, we'll see. It's a tiny build project for each one, so maybe we'll make it a thing in the main episodes, or maybe I'll do them on the live streams. I don't know, we'll see. But either way, let's head down here and grab this. Right, so what I was kind of thinking here is, like, we turn some of the ground around it into, the material from that dimension. So we put a little bit of the Eden grass down around it. And then I think what could be cool is kind of like, I don't know, approximating a tree from there or something. Or we could actually do that like into the wall, Like have some of the wood kind of going down like this. And it'll blend into the one next to it, but that means like we don't have to worry so much about the cypress, And then we do a little bit of that, right? It looks a bit like a tree coming out of there, and then we can have a couple of blocks here, and then put the Eden lamp on top, and that kind of like signifies the altar where we were spawning the boss. And then, you get your little environment here, and it looks like it's, making it out into the overworld. I don't know, I could add like more leaves, or no, maybe we just do that. It's simple, but I think it works. Again, though, if you have any like input and you think I should do it a different way, feel free to let me know. But I think this is kind of a cool way to do it. I could also I wonder if it'd be better if I brought the tree out by one. Would that look better? You can let me know what you think. Should it be embossed, or should it be kind of into the wall? I don't know. In any case, and then we can do kind of the same thing with nether and put some netherrack and some other stuff. We got a lot to choose from with the nether here. Anyway, maybe next time we'll work on that. But for now, we do have the blocks for the next dimensions portal. So I feel like we should get that into place. It's another big accomplishment for us, a monumental occasion here. Another Twilight dimension that we're knocking out, dude. I guess these are completely opaque portals, so it doesn't really matter that much putting the blocks behind, but I'm gonna do it anyway because in my heart, I will know. Ooh, there we go, look at that. That's fancy looking. Yeah, dude, that's gonna be so sick. And then oh man. I actually think this is gonna be a cool project. And yeah, if you think the Cypress should be changed, like we totally can. But leave me some feedback. Let me know what you think. Also, that's kind of cool, actually. You know, leave that one facing up to indicate that's where the elevator is. I like that. And I like also that like the Eden lamp can get, maybe what we can do is we can try to light this entire thing with blocks that come from each of the dimensions rather than me having to like just put a bunch of torches down. For now, I'll just put torches down, but at least like something to work towards is light it up with all the organic blocks from each of the dimensions. Anyway, we love Vein Mine. We love building gadgets. They're pretty much the greatest thing ever. And yeah, that feels like a good spot to leave off this episode. But as always, thanks everybody for tuning in. And I hope you have enjoyed the little builds, you know, give me your feedback, trying to, you know, make things look a little bit nicer than the usual series. And I have seen people saying that they enjoy the combination of, you know, main channel episodes and the live streams and how I've been doing it. So I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Make sure you're subbed. Check the playlist for any episodes you've missed. Again, streams on CaptainSparklez 2 if you want to go and watch those in full. And stay tuned for the next episode when we venture into the Wildwood. All right. See you then.